On the first, second, third reading. By Kevin and by Sherry. Any questions or comments? All in favor of the motion? Motion carried. Financial accounts, Snow Mills Township year to dates financial. Okay, Christina.
So in front of you, you have the August 30th year to dates. There are a couple corrections to note. The first one being that on the administration page, there is $12,000 in the printing and advertising that needs to move into our audit. It was miskeyed. And the second one is in the 320s. The revenue that's come in from service from others actually needs to move to the 326s. Oh, it's good now.
I'm just going to ask you, say, is there anything of note that you can point out that we're way off on so far this year?
I don't have anything of note. As mentioned previously, we are looking at higher fuel costs and insurance costs, but I don't have anything else at this time to point out.
Anybody else? Okay, Linda.
Could you just explain a little bit about the sale of land? Was 175.
Certainly. Through your worship, the sale of land is our surplus land sales. We've had a couple of them that have gone. So right now the cumulative total on the surplus land sales is 117,000.
Yeah, point it down.
Thank you. And where's that on the goal, that revenue goal?
We'll be looking for direction from council closer to the end of the year once we know that we've completed all of our surplus lands as to where they would like to allocate that.
Yes, there was a motion earlier this year that we revised where we asked that money to be allocated towards a development project or potential development that surplus land so that we would have that funds to utilize for potential extensions of this one and it's valid for those specifically this property that was intended.
I actually did.
Anybody else? Point it down.
Christine, if you don't mind, it has to do with the return of the refundable performance bond. I know you've discussed this before with us, but I just don't get it.
Yes. So when we do a project that requires a large security deposit, such as major surface treatment or paving, we ask for a security deposit from the vendor to ensure that if there's any errors, we have a little bit of money sitting there to replace them or fix something. All that is in our books right now is an in and an out. You'll see it come in the revenue and then it'll go out in the expenditures once the projects are completed.
Everybody in favor of the motion? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Staff reports, manager of financial finance. The final menu bonus application.
Okay, so the report you have in front of you is for the Tile Drainage Act. It is a new loan that is being requested through Linda Adams, and it is on County Road 64404. I do have a picture of it if anybody wants to have a look. This is where they're proposing that the tile drainage will be going. And we need council to approve the application, and then it will go to OMAFRA for their approval. And then it will come back to council in a form of a bylaw to ensure the repayment of the $50,000, the maximum that they can ask for.
Go ahead, John.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Anybody else? We have a resolution in front of us. Anybody? Fair move by Kevin, second by Sherry. All in favor? Carried.
Thank you. So the report you have in front of you tonight is for the August accounts payable. I don't have anything of note to mention.
By John, second there, by Sherry. Any questions? Okay, motion carried.
Thank you.
For consideration, special property for verification regarding access. You know, we dealt with this one other time, Brian sort of filled me in what we did before, so maybe I'm going to clarify here, Jason or Jeff.
So before my time here at the Township of Stone Mills, I understand that there was an agreement struck between the Township of Stone Mills as well as Central Frontenac as it relates to garnering access on a joint municipal road allowance that segregates the two municipalities into a landlocked parcel of land that's utilized for hunting camp. There's multiple owners as standard with hunting camp, so you may not recognize the name in which this request deputation has been put forth. However, I do suspect it's the same individuals and landowners at this time. We at staff level, I say we from the management tier have had some involvement in the past 3 years, 3.5, in communications with our legal counsel as well as our neighboring municipality CAO. And the members of the hunting camp themselves in trying to strike resolution on how to garner access via this road allowance, understanding what legalities and insurance premiums or permissions would need to be secured to make sure that it is all considered as it's a navigation of an unopened, unmaintained municipal road allowance. The primary reason, if you will, for why this agenda item is before you this evening is preliminary investigative work that we've completed at staff's level has really hit an impasse at staff's level in the fact that it's now necessitating significant involvement of our legal counsel as well as legal counsel of Central Frontenac. The positive news is legal counsel of Central Frontenac is the same as ours. Tony Fleming, Cunningham Swan represents on behalf of both municipalities. And I believe it was Tony Fleming's predecessor, Tim Logan, who had involvement in this situation, this property in question in past. So there is definitely financial, or there was definitely a file, if you will, in their office for familiarity's sake. And we wanted to, at staff level, ensure that council was apprised of this. It's an ongoing dispute amongst property owners, and it's what we anticipate to incur some costs from a legal end in trying to rectify, strike the balance, and or initiate an agreement that could then be a registered on title to understand how this may come to resolution. So for that reason, we're before you this evening. I believe my colleagues, Mr. Brooks and Mr. Thompson, could provide any more significant specifics if you had questions as to, property ownerships and or locations, but that's sort of the general high level of the past from what I understand it and to where we are today, and how we anticipate to move forward and bring this resolution to this matter.
Sure.
So first of all, in the interest of being totally transparent, I just want to let everyone know that I am a close relative to one of the property owners involved. And this road and the access issue, this has been going on, it feels like, for decades. And I just feel that when people pay taxes to our corporation, we have an obligation to help them figure out access to them. So I would make a motion that we ask management to consult with council and see if we can help resolve this problem. Okay.
Motion on the floor. Second. Kevin, we'll open for discussion. I guess what we're going to discuss is road allowances between the two municipalities or whatever. How wide is that road allowance? I mean, is it 66 feet roughly?
Off the top of my head.
Yeah, okay,
It's
I'll-
40 or so.
Say, I just think it's 40 feet. Broadneck goes half of that, we will have that. So I mean, is there any way that we can say, okay, we want to keep our half open? I don't, I can't ask the question.
Through you, your worship, it is a joint road allowance in the fact that, yeah, we have controlling interest over a portion of it. Typically, 20, if it's a 40-foot road allowance, 20 feet can often become very encumbered with trees and water courses, et cetera. So it's not as easy to say, we'll maintain or open, say, if you will, our half and give not full consideration to the entirety of the road allowance. It's more common that we would actually work collectively and ensure that at least it's navigable. If that's the end goal, it's navigable somewhere on that 66 or on that 40 foot width, and that it be a struck agreement between the two municipalities.
I guess I'll follow up on that there. Does anybody talk to Frontenac whether they would take that their closure off of that road allowance?
Through you, in my time, yes, I've had communications with the deputy clerk at Central Frontenac, and that was probably 12 months ago at this point, Reed Smith. There was consideration given at that time to reopen or reinvestigate what the history of the file was, and from my understanding, that's not been done, not completed yet. So I don't know what the position is, but it was a conversation had, at least to get moving in the right direction of consideration for that exact point.
Okay. Do you have a hand up, Kevin?
Yeah, thanks. What is it like? Is it some Central Frontenac that's got it closed? Or what's the problem that they're having? I just don't understand where the problems originating from.
Were you here when we dealt with this when Roger was here? Maybe Brian can tell us a little bit.
I think one of the difficulties our council are achieving is that the road allowance, as we know it, does not travel entirely across navigable ways. So it does enter into areas that you couldn't cross, which causes eventually road allowance. And so you have to on private property or there's municipal property that actually get it. I think what the perspective is from in the end of the services and roads and myself is that there was access, that there is, we believe, a result in there when we get to action from council, we talk about some project, which will show our desire to get resolution and to gain access for the individuals that do access to our township. And it will also encourage the property owners there to understand that two municipalities come together, but there's a desire to get resolved to this. So for instance, by asking us to require this, it would actually give us formal direction where we can investigate with M&R. If there was a requirement to venture from that road allowance to on M&R property, but they sign some sort of this opportunity or other. So the issue is that the road allowance itself
right there.
now gets up there. Necessarily.
Okay, go further to the very bold.
Thank you. I think that time
Right there.
There. He's passed on. Anyway, anything else? Yep. We have to, all in favor of the motion is carried. Business statement, no. Kevin, you go ahead and we'll John.
I'd just like to thank the Newbury Fire Detachment, and congratulate them on the 75 years of service. I was at the open house and just want to make one.
What did you
Yes, thank you. As known, certainly hockey.
Yes, through your worship. Apparently the last is at port, from what I hear. I'll know more on Wednesday. It looks like this last issue is gonna push the start, like the day that we hit the ice from the 26th to October 3rd with the glass installed on that day. That's what the latest is. Like I said, on Wednesday, I'll get another update from County Construction General Contractor Control.
Thank you very much.
Anybody else? We'll share it back together.
I was just remembering that on this coming Sunday, from I think it's 12:30 to 2:30. There's a 75th anniversary branch for 58 at the town of Legion for anyone interested.
Was that first? Sure.
The 75th anniversary of the town of Legion.
Oh, please, sorry. Kevin, you got your hand back up.
And, just want to bring the point of view of problems that we're having within a couple of villages. And I don't know when the best time this discussion is, but it really needs to happen again.
We're gonna do that discussion, why we'll put it on the agenda for the next meeting. Staff and back with the report. Fair enough. You'll prepare your, you'll know which water. In the meantime, you can bring your attention what you're talking about. Is that okay, right?
Sounds good, thank you.
Thank you, Jason. You have something to say or? No, no, okay. Go ahead, Ron.
I don't know if that would also include Jason, discussion about property standards file, would that be included in what Kevin is asking you to look into?
I suspect through your easement, they suspect that's exactly it.
Okay,
The enforcement mechanisms of the property standards by law and bringing resolve to outstanding issues.
okay, thank you.
Anybody else? So, presentation. They put their hand up. Thank you, member. Okay, we're going to move on. Discussion later on, so we're going to go through the bylaw and the operation bylaw. Share my one, all in favor. Motion to adjourn. John, Sherry, all in favor. Carried. Roll.
You didn't. Oh.
Yeah, right.